All right, so here we are with Shane and Calum of Phobia. We want to thank you guys very much for taking a few minutes with Blow the Scene readers from around the world. We're about to kick off a show here at the Millcreek Tavern in Philadelphia with a few local bands, Infernal Stronghold, Backslider. Now, so you guys just released a new record, Remnants of Filth, on Willow Tip Records earlier in the week. Can you take us back to when the recording process started for the record? Like, when did you guys actually start writing those tracks?
Well, actually, both of the tracks were. The way our writing process is that we actually maybe have 2 or 3 songs prepared, and we actually write everything pretty much in the studio. Cool. I like the pressure of writing and on the point. I think it's a little more passionate, there's a little more integrity there than just kind of, I don't know. I kind of got over being in the studio 24 hours a day trying to write a song. I like to just really go in the studio and just feel it and just lay it out, and I just think it's a lot more brutal that way. And that just seems like it works for us as far as the way we write and everything like that. So, but we started. When was that? I don't even know what.
I think it was November. Wasn't it?
November?
Maybe earlier?
Yeah, we tracked everything.
Can't remember. Every day's the same.
We tracked everything in a weekend, and then I did the vocals in Austin, and we did that, and then we sent everything to Scott Hall, and he pretty much mixed it and produced it. So it's pretty easy process.
Righteous.
Yeah, when you record like that, it's less contrived. You know, it's coming straight out of your head. It's more raw. You know, you're
right.
Not sitting down and analysing it and saying what should come next. You know, that's why songs are so short. It's like raw emotion rather than, well, there's the music in there too, but I think it's a lot more genuine writing that way. I mean, like I said, every band has their own how they write everything. But you understand, if I'm writing these songs and I bring them to the studio a month later, and I come into the studio pissed, off or something like that, those songs are not going to be genuine. I like to actually just feel it as we're doing it right then, because every day's a different mood for a person as an individual. We go through different emotions and everything like that. Like he was saying, it's just raw. It's just right there, and we write it. And honest.
It's more like way more honest. I feel that if we just do like, I come with all these songs written that are all like that, and I come in, I just feel like the vibe. It has to all be vibe. It has to all be real, and I just feel that's the real way that we write.
Right on.
That.
Cool. So how'd you guys come to link? I know Scott Hall produced and mixed the record. How'd you guys come to link up with Scott?
Well, I've actually known Scott for a long time. I think I met him in 97, 98. We played, with the Pig Destroyer. We just remained friends and everything, and he was getting into recording and producing and stuff, and he just knows what we're about.
Cool.
I think Magazine called us one time like peanut butter and jelly. He really just brings the Phobia stuff to life. He's easy to work with. Yeah, and ultimately he's a friend who I can trust, and it just works well with us. And so he just started doing stuff for us, and that's pretty much what it is. And we've had a relationship ever since.
Awesome. So I know you guys were based out of Northern Cali for a while, if I'm not mistaken, but there's kind of been an exodus over to Texas. How did that come about?
We're actually from Orange County, from SoCal.
Southern Cali. Okay.
Being in a band for 22 years, and ultimately we are people. We have our personal lives, and things just change.
Right on.
I mean, it's like Texas. I've always liked Texas. Brian moved to Texas. I mean, not for the band. I moved to Texas, not for the band. It just ended up there, just because of maybe personal experiences that were going on at home. And I kind of found myself there, and it pretty much it kind of all out of natural causes. It just kind of worked that way. We just all ended up there. He lives in New York, so but it all works well and everything.
Cool, very cool. Now I know Phobia often I don't want to say pigeonholed, but you guys are known as somewhat of a political band, and I know you've said in past interviews that if you don't really feel like there's anything to write about, then you really shouldn't be writing a record, which I agree with. But for this record, like, what are some of the lyrical motifs that you focused on during this? Like, what was your headspace like while you were writing?
I think the headspace writing these lyrics, there was a lot of. I've been through a lot, I guess. There's different challenges in life and personal experiences and everything like that. I think those are just, like I said, just emotions. Remnants of Filth is a title that we actually had for a long time, and I actually had a title for a long time. And it's not really a concept album, but it's actually a therapeutic album, because as I'm writing and everything, it's actually releasing a lot of anger and frustration. Because as humans, we all have, go back to the political thing. Maybe there's a political agenda there, but I think everybody has a political opinion, but it doesn't make them like, a politician or a political band.
Sure.
We've always been pigeonholed to being a political band just because we sing about certain things, I don't necessarily say we're a political band. You know, we're just a punk rock band.
Right.
It's a real band, and we write about what we want to say. We write about, you know, what we feel, and there's a lot of things that we're going to feel. There's actually a lot of personal, but I can see where people would kind of think that it's kind of political, but it's opinions and stuff like that. I guess I don't, you know.
Absolutely.
You were going through a lot of personal stuff when we wrote that. You know,
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's, it's probably one of the more personal records that Phobia have done.
Right on. Right on. Now, now you guys, how long have you been out on this current tour? You said it's about an 11-day, or is there anything that's been particularly memorable on the tour? I mean, I know Phobia shows are fairly notorious for getting pretty wild.
Well, I would say that we, what can we remember? No, you know what? It's been great, and you know it was really cool. The first show of the tour. Well, we played Chaos and Chaos, and we went and played Tampa. We did a festival, but the first official date was in Detroit. It was really rad. It was like really kind of took us back to the old when we were younger. Just that total punk house show, basement show, because that's what we're all about, man.
Until I messed up.
Oh yeah, he messed up. Well, memorable. I forgot about him. He got on stage and started talking his drunk shit. Kind of just started calling everybody an asshole, so we just left his ass in Detroit.
Had to take the bus next day to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Tail between my legs.
Yeah.
Left my bass amp in Tampa in the hotel.
Yeah, he left his bass camp in Tampa. He'd go to
Maybe
Detroit.
the things we're talking about might be memorable now, but you know.
Shit
yeah.
life at the time.
Yeah. Lapse of memory, memorable.
Yeah, so he had this idea when he was in his drunken tantrum that he's gonna go home. I said, "You wanna go home? Fuck, all right." Threw his shit out of the van, and we took off to fucking Cleveland. But I knew when he was gonna wake up, he's gonna be like, "Oh, I got a shit."
I woke up like, oh, what did I do? I mean, these guys are like family to me, you know. We fight. Well, we don't fight a lot, but I mean, we fight and then the next day it's over. We don't hold grudges.
Right.
You know, we fight about stupid stuff. If we have any like real problems with each other, we talk about it, but we rarely do. You know, it's usually involved in
Communication and
alcohol.
Yeah, the communication in the band's a lot better than the past. You know, with people that I worked with before, because we are more like a family. And, you know,
we vent.
Event, yeah. But it's also, you know, it is a relationship being a band. You know, you're married to, you know, 3 or 4 people, and you know, you're pretty much like, communication problems do happen, and emotions start flying. You know, with Cece, you know, young little female in the band.
It's great to have a girl in the band because, well, it's, you know, it dulls down the testosterone. You know, it's nice to have her there. She keeps us in line a lot.
Right on.
She points the finger and lets us know when we're doing wrong. Yeah, so it's actually mellowed out a lot, and the band's closer in a lot of ways than in the past. And it's just overall, it's a better situation, you know.
Good shit. Good shit. All right, cool. So to kind of close it out here before you guys rip it up here in Philly, what's on the slate for the rest of 2012 as we head into 2013?
Well, we're gonna. The only thing we have, is October, New Jersey Metal Fest, and we got some tour offers. We got some ideas. Not sure what's gonna pan out.
Portland.
Oh, we got Portland, June 23rd.
Oregon Fest.
Oregon Fest. I know where we're going. I got itinerary.
Righteous. Very cool.
But yeah, so we got a couple things. Not too busy. Well, I think October we're gonna probably do a tour. We're gonna see what's going on. We're gonna let Remnants of Filth ride, man. We're gonna take care of some personal stuff within ourselves at home and kind of lay back and get our shit together.
We want to get together and play some more music together rather than just going out touring all the time. You know, work on a new set and trying to figure out Europe.
I think I'd like to get back to the basics of being a band, because I tell you when you're touring a lot, you're doing records, and sometimes you lose sight of what being a band is, you know. I miss the old days, just drinking some beer, playing AC/DC covers in my garage, you know, and when it was fun, or writing your first song when it was fun, or playing with people, you know. Now, when it becomes business, sometimes you become kind of jaded. You become kind of like, oh, you lose sight of really why you do it. And I think that's what we want to get back to the basics. I think we just want to do a whole house tour, basement tour, and just blow the house up.
Talking about our day basements, you know, and
awesome.
Clubs. I mean, they're fun times, you know, and it's. I mean, Phobia still does small shows like that, and they'll do big shows if they're offered, you know. And small shows are important to keep you grounded.
Absolutely.
Know, so you don't get any stupid egos.
Yeah, we still play in front of the bartender.
Right on.
One person and their dog. But hey, it don't matter to me if there's 4,000 people there. There's one person there. You're still gonna rock for that one person.
Righteous.
And that's pretty much what it comes down to. It's what it's all about.
Awesome. Well, yeah, we want to thank you guys very much for taking a minute with Below the Scene readers today. Going to be a kick-ass show tonight. Congratulations on the new record, and you know, really looking forward to putting up this gallery and review. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.